Wind turbines are machines, and machines need regular maintenance. Sometimes they even break down.
You and I have an insatiable appetite for electricity. Come with me and we'll look at the issues relative to wind farms and the communities that they serve. This is the Windfarm Guy.
Hi, this is Dennis Stout, and thank you for joining me for this episode of the Windfarm Guy. The persistent onslaught of Mother Nature 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, exposes wind turbines to her harsh and brutal elements. Climate conditions have been linked to internal and external wind turbine failure in many studies over the years. The most common external wind turbine failure is typically damage to the blades caused by bird strikes, lightning strikes, and other incidents. Worldwide, wind turbine blades fail at a rate of about 3,800 a year. Sounds like a lot, but when you compare it to the 700,000 or so blades that are in operation around the globe, that's only 0.54%. or about 1/2%, a very small percentage. In addition, one must keep in mind that blade failure could be a broken blade, but it can also mean simply damaged, yet still intact. The Wind Technology Testing Center, along with the Massachusetts Clean Energy Center, as well as the National Wind Technology Center at the National Renewable Energy Laboratory, have tested literally hundreds of wind turbine blades over the years. Structural testing of wind turbine blades enable designers, manufacturers, and owners to validate designs and assess structural performance to specific load conditions. Rigorous structural testing can reveal design and manufacturing problems at an early stage of development and can lead to overall improvement in design and increased system reliability. In a study out of China, it was determined that tower failures, or just tower damage, accounts for 25% of wind turbine failures, and blade failures account for the other 75%. From 1997 to 2009, there were a total of 64 wind turbine tower collapse accidents around the world, of which 18 had unclear causes, and the remaining 44 were caused by storms and strong winds. In that study, it was determined that the typical destruction of the wind turbine tower was caused by the vibration of the structure, and the main cause of that vibration was wind loads such as strong winds and hurricanes, and secondly, by the vibration generated by the wind turbine itself during operation. By improving the strength and vibration control of the tower, it can prevent the tower from failing. Improving the strength of the tower requires a balance between safety and cost. In recent years, various countries have devoted themselves to the development of offshore wind turbines. Due to the complex offshore wind environment and high typhoon wind speed, the wind resistance of the tower has become an important design link to improve the reliability of the wind turbine and reduce economic losses. When a wind turbine collapses, it certainly makes the news. Fortunately, they are very rare events. Behind me is a wind turbine that recently collapsed, and they're still determining the cause of this accident. Inside a nacelle and tower, you have sensitive electronic systems and critical components. So not surprising, the most common failures inside a wind turbine are electrical failures and mechanical failures. Electrical and mechanical failures obviously have a detrimental effect on a wind turbine's production output, operation time, performance, and reliability. If a critical component fails, there could be a full stop of the turbine and loss of production. Therefore, regular preventative maintenance is a must. Electrical failures are expensive and unfortunately are the most common failures inside wind turbines. Site-specific ambient climate conditions and the operation of the turbines all contribute to the excessive level of humidity, and if not properly protected, all electrical components are at risk. Some wind turbines require preheating cycles to avoid electrical problems during startup after periods of standstill. Mechanical failures are less frequent, but just as detrimental to wind turbines. Over time, metal components such as the gearbox, bearings, and yaw gear will weaken and degrade, risking component failure and an inoperable wind turbine that requires maintenance. Mechanical failures are costly and take time to repair, and after all, time is money. If you like what I've discussed with you today, please subscribe and click like below. If you have thoughts or want me to address a topic relative to wind farms, please also leave me a comment. The installed capacity, power generation, consumption, and investment scale of clean energy have increased year by year. Among them, wind power installed capacity and power generation rank second in clean energy. And from the perspective of development potential and development speed, wind energy ranks second among the 6 major renewable energy sources, second only to hydropower. Wind turbine failures are a serious thing. Because of this, the industry is working feverishly to reduce the incidents. Remember, this kind of collapse is very rare, and we want to make it even more rare. This is Dennis Stout, and I'm the Windfarm Guy.
Thank you for watching. Working together, we can make good energy decisions and save our planet. I am the Windfarm Guy.